Here we go. 3, 2, 1. How did you guys like my counting? I'm pretty good at counting, aren't I? Oh my goodness, guys. We are back in action here. The giant pumpkin growing season is finally over. If you're new to my channel, you might have figured out that I also grow giant pumpkins, and I have another YouTube channel, actually. So if anybody wants to see the results of my entire year of growing a giant pumpkin, go to my channel called Let's Do Stuff Big. I usually don't cross-promote my channels to the different audiences, but I've noticed there's a few of you that have straggled over there and are enjoying it. So, yeah, my pumpkin was 1,925.5 pounds. So it was a very, very big pumpkin, guys. So I'll put a link to that channel in the description also. But the reason I even brought that up is finally I am a free man. That was very time consuming trying to do that, to grow that pumpkin. So it's finally, I dropped it off at the buyers yesterday, and now I'm free. Besides starting the patch for next year, which I'll start today. Okay, guys, we have a request. Let's jump in and see if I still remember how to use Tinkercad. It's been like 5 days. Okay, somebody requested a water dispenser, like a Culligan water dispenser miniature, right? We made that miniature 5-gallon bucket as a request, and it was a liked video. It was a good video. So let's go ahead and jump right in, guys. If we remember how to do this, let's just build the parts of it separately, you know? We should be able to do this. I'm looking at it on my phone. I'm looking at a Culligan water dispenser, and this is like the 5-gallon one, you know? So let's start with a cylinder. Let's build the 5-gallon tank first, the water tanks that you get refilled. So let's put the old cylinder down like this, and we'll crank the sides up so it's smoother. We're going to bevel it. I'm going to zoom in on a picture here. It definitely has a bevel. So let's crank the bevel up. Thank goodness a couple shapes have a bevel on them. Maybe in the future they'll give us all kinds of cool options. Okay, so see, by sliding these two bars, we can get a good bevel going. Bam. Oh my gosh, done. What should we do next? Okay, just kidding. Okay, so now we're going to need a cone to get up toward... Oh, yeah, we could just use the cone probably. Or should we use this? We have two options. Let's just check which one looks better. This one might look better. Tell you what, look, there's no shame in always duplicating and having, like, you know, more than one of your deal to kind of experiment with. So let's grab a cone also, and you get what I'm saying? And let's see which one looks better. I'm looking at a picture. Let me look at the profile here. I can already tell it's not this one. It's too moundy. You know? Don't you hate when your stuff's moundy? So there. So get rid of that. See, we got to compare them though, so that was still a doable thing. Hey, I could still try to attempt to show new people stuff. Look, if we want to put this on top of this orange, just hit the little magnet here, cruise feature, boop, and hold the mouse button down on this white dot and put it wherever you want. See? Do 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 do. I actually barely ever use that feature, but I should. Okay, obviously it's wearing it stupid like a hat. So we're going to make it a little smaller. I'm going to hold Shift and Alt so it stays centered. Let's shrink it down a little bit. Boom. Oh. And you know what you can do to make sure everything's touching? You could make it into a hole. See, we could see that these outer parts aren't touching because when it is touching, let's make our movement smaller. See, it turns dark. So see, that is down in there now. That's actually pretty sweet. Let's actually shrink it a little bit more. Guys, I missed tinkering. Oh my gosh, we're going to do some crazy projects. Oh my gosh, this winter. Crazy. Okay, let's go back to a solid. We should be using the correct colorage, which is this one. Or is it this one? It's like they're light blue. We can make it transparent in the end, but let's just go with this one. It does have some texture. It's not just smooth like this. So let's go ahead and grab one of these. Let's see if we can do it with this. It basically has some little textured rings that pop out. They are a little like sandpaper textured. We might not add that because that wouldn't print anyway. But what we can do is slide this up so it's smoother. This we can also bevel. I'm so happy at least a few things have a bevel. So see, it's adding, well, it's adding a little angle here. And let's slide up this bottom bar here. Okay, these are going to be our little ring. There's basically, well, there's kind of a bottom one too. Okay, let's just do it. There's kind of a little bit of rings that kind of go up on these little puppies. So let's just get it into place. So kind of like this. Let's align it. So here's the align tool right here. Boop. And by using these little black dots, you can align it on whatever axis you want. Okay, we got to make it a tiny bit bigger. So I'm going to hold Shift and Alt again so it stays centered as we stretch it, see? Okay, let's just make it stick out a little bit because that's what it does. That might even be too much, but we want the printer to be able to print it, you know? So see, actually, let's go ahead and leave that. And then all we have to do is duplicate it. Slide it down. There's like a middle one like this. See? See, this is how I make my water bottles. And then there is a bottom one like this. Let's make this bottom one's like thicker though. So, you know, it's like the bottom one's almost like part of the bottom. Hey, it's already starting to look water bottle-y. Okay, and luckily it doesn't have too weird of a shape up here. Hey, we could make this smoother. Okay, honestly, it almost looks like, here, how far can I zoom? Okay, it's really not too bad on top here. Here, let's just build it over here quick. It kind of just has a lip. Let's just build it huge and then shrink it down. Like the dealy deal. Okay, sides, make it smooth. Let's make it bleh. My favorite color is bleh. Okay, and then it pops up like this. Boing. Okay, okay, looking. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, I forgot how fun Tinkercad is. Why did I grow a pumpkin? Guys, that pumpkin was wild. The thing was 17 feet around. It was 204-inch circumference. That's why I grew it. And I just sold it for $1,100. Okay. There's like a white cap on top. Do we want... Yeah, we got to make the cap. Okay. I mean, basically... Yeah, I mean, I guess... I didn't group these, did I? Okay, let's duplicate this. There's like a cap on top, you know? Let's make this a little bigger, like this, and turn it white. I'm going to color code stuff for now because, even though that's not always how it would print, it just looks better for the thumbnail. And that's all that matters. Okay, bevel it. I'm just looking at a picture, guys, so let's go ahead and do this. There's a little tab that sticks down. That's part of the seal, I think. So, you know, it's got like a little seal. So it almost has a tab that sticks down like, would this work? You know? Like this. Let's flip it over, blink, and put it on the side. Make it a little smaller, probably. You get what I'm saying? There's like a little tab to unseal it to prove that it was sealed. Which means technically there's probably a ring. So here, let's go like this. Let's duplicate this. Smash it down. And we can probably make it a tiniest bit bigger. And we might get some definition. See? Oh my god. See? Now if we line up this tab. So let's hit the align tool. There! Now we actually have it. Well, this could come out a little maybe. How about tip it a little? Hey! There. So now we have an actual working seal. We ripped that off before we start slamming water. Okay, that's kind of beautiful. So let's go ahead and install it. So see, sometimes it's nice to just make stuff really big. And then biggity bam. See, I could use a cruise feature, but it's not nice to set it. I wouldn't be able to set it perfectly straight up and down. It would be at a weird angle. Okay, let's put this puppy into place, and we're probably ready to start working on the dispenser part. You know what? I'm going to actually union group this top, and I'm going to switch back to multicolored, because, see, if you union group it, it makes it all one color, but just click on your colors, and down here, multicolor. You can turn it back on. Burp. Okay, now we can center it with the big deal. This is fun. Oh, you know what else we could do? Uh-oh, maybe I'm going to ungroup that. Let's ungroup it. What's this now? Are you ready? We could make it hollow if we wanted, but it wouldn't really need to be, would it? Unless you're going to put actual water in it. Watch this. We can do transparent now. Boop. Oh, Mother Teresa. This needs to be transparent too. Guys, are you kidding me? Look at, are you looking? Oh my gosh, we could make it. Maybe it would even look better if it was hollow. Once again, let's do our strategy where we make sure we don't screw up our nice one. Okay, let's... Oh god, this is going to get confusing. It's going to look confusing. Let's go ahead and group this together. And drink coffee. Ah, I didn't have time to drink coffee. Okay, now watch this. Let's go ahead and duplicate it. Turn it to a hole. Hold Shift and Alt and shrink it down a little bit. See, we're hollowing this puppy out. Which you should not do in real life. They don't like that. Puppies. Okay, so what am I talking about? That's going to be a little narrow up there. We might have to do that part separate. Can we do it separate? How can I do that? Can we ungroup this inside part? Let's try it. Boop. Oh, I think we did. Watch this. So now... Yeah, look. We can hollow that out, but we don't want super thin walls. Because that would look wacky. Oh my gosh, but now it has to be a hole. Okay. Whisper. Don't scare my water. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm selected the inside part. Turn it back to a hole. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's group them together. And we should have a hollow container. Ooh, coffee. Uh-oh. Why does it look like I didn't have everything grouped? Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Here, can we go inside here and see if it's actually hollow? I feel like something wasn't Let's turn it back to a solid so we can go in there and have a looky. I didn't know if everything was selected. Let's go in. We're inside here. Okay, I think it's good. Oh yeah, we're okay. Oh my gosh, this is good. Let's go back to transparent. Goodness gracious. Okay, so let's keep both of these versions. We have a solid version and a hollow version. These are beauts. Because, you know, if you build a dispenser, if you're setting up like a miniature, you know, office or some kind of miniature setup, it'd be cool to almost have some empty ones or some set next to it, you know. Oh God, I better get moving here. Got to try to keep the video at the reasonable length. I've been talking a lot because I haven't got to talk to you guys for a while. Okay, honestly, the dispensers could be pretty easy, I think. It looks like a cylinder. You know, they're actually pretty tall. I'd say twice as tall as the bottles. Let's go with that. And they're a little bigger around than the bottles. Yeah, they're actually pretty tall. No wonder people have trouble putting stuff up on there. Okay. Slide that over like that. Let's do a little bevel. And then segments of the bevel right here all the way up. We'll probably chop the bottom off because I don't like having a bevel right at the bottom. It prints really stupid sometimes, at least in my experience. I'd rather just have a flat bottom. Okay, there's just a few details to add here, really. I mean, obviously there's like a hole in the top. There's kind of like a ring that I'm seeing. So let's pop a ring up here. Pop a ring on it. Lock it in. You know, just a little bit of detail. Okay. We should be working with white, I think. Okay, obviously we'll have to line that up. Did we make this smoother? We can make this smoother. Okay, let's align it. Okay, there we go. And it's got a little lip. I can't really see. I don't actually have. Oh, I think there's more stuff. There looks like there's even more something. I don't actually have one of these to look at. There almost looks like there's a little lip sticking up. Like maybe, I don't know. Kind of like this. Let's just do it. You know, like these, like these. Okay, let's just select these. Oh, group. Yeah, kind of like this. Could we hollow it out? We could just duplicate it, make it to a hole. Shrink that duplicate down a little, stretch it up, and we just hollowed that out. Group. See? Okay. All right, let's pop her up there. See, there's like a little ring. See, kind of like this. Okay, let's make sure it's centered. We're getting close, guys. I'm trying not to do a time lapse because then you kind of miss what I'm doing. Okay, let's try to cut the. Let's see if we can easily cut the little spot for the dispenser. It almost looks like we might be able to cheat and cut it with a beveled rectangle. Let's try it. Okay, let's take a rectangle and bevel it. Wait. Oh, that's the radius is the bevel. Okay, so let's try it. Let's do it about like this. Make it smoother. Okay, let's just see if this works. So let's line it up with this puppers. Boop. Am I recording? Hello? Oh, that would be awful. Okay, you get what I'm saying? See, we got to cut a spot for the deal. Okay, let me look at how high up. So it's got to be toward the top, kind of. I don't know if this is going to work, but it should. That's decent. How about a little wider? We'll have to align it again. Let's just try it. We can always hit the back button if we're too deep in or something. Or not enough. So let's group it. We are experts. Please, Culligan, you might want to hire us. That looks absolutely fantastic. Let's try it a little deeper. Same thing. I just moved it in a little bit. Yes, we would like to start on Monday. Let's try a little bit deeper. Oh, that was a lot deeper. Let's still try it. Oh my gosh, we're going to have to start tomorrow, guys. We're going to make the new best dispenser. Okay, there's like a little rack almost. How could we... Wait. How would we want to do that? There's a little water catchy thing. Uh-oh. We got to make it curved, though. Oh, da. Okay. Calm down. I'm trying to do this kind of fast so I don't have to do a time lapse. You know what I'm saying? Okay, screw it up. Screw it up again. That'll speed things up. What kind of a dimensions do we have here? Dementia. Okay, let's do a 20 by 20. Okay. Watch these. Oh, more ideas. Oh well, if it's kind of long, that's okay. Okay, smooth out this. Do this. Do this. I'm gonna cut little slits in this, like it's drainage, you know, like little drainage slits, because that's what that black thing is, I think. You know, in case you start spilling water all over. So let's just go like that. Is it all the way through? It is now. Okay, see, let's just go like this, and then what should we do? We could do it a few ways. How should we do it? Okay, I got an idea. Okay, let's center this. Let's just duplicate this, move it over, back it up a little bit like that, and now keep hitting duplicate. See? Looks like we have to adjust a little. That's okay. See, I'm sliding them back so it makes sense. Okay, perfect. Isn't that nice? Now let's just duplicate that whole batch, slide it over, and we can hit the mirror option right here. Boop. See, we'll flip that whole thing and line these two up. Bam. Bob's your uncle. Okay, so now we can select everything and group. Union group. Look at that. We don't care what this back part looks like because we don't need that part. We could even cut it off if you want, if that triggers you. And I know it does. So let's cut that back part off because you guys are triggered. Okay, group. This is fun. Okay, let's make it black. See, now we have the, or should we go dark gray? No, it's black in the picture. See, we have like a little grate to catch the water, you know? Ooh, this is cool. See? Told ya. Look it! Please look at it! Okay, once again, this too, see, if you can't quite tell if it's down, you can do that hole. See, this is definitely floating right here because it's not dark, so watch. See, right there, it's touching. But let's not, it actually is kind of thick, but see, we can just pull down on this. So it's honestly about like that. So guys, we only need like 2 more things and we're done. I'm going to quick cut a little square and inset a little square of blue because there's like a Culligan logo right there. So this little part I can speed up. Watch. Okay, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, I only sped up like 30 seconds. Okay, look, I'm using one of my little squares to cut in. Okay, so I'm going to cut into there by selecting both and grouping. See, like this. See? And then this square, we could either make it narrower or whatever. We'll turn it back to a solid. And we'll make it the Culligan color here. And then see, set it in there. Should I have cut deeper? No, that's good. See, like that. That's what I wanted. So, yeah. Okay, we only have one more step, guys. We could put one of these on the top at the end also. This one, maybe we will do a little time lapse. Because what I'm going to do, I'm zoomed in on one of the little spouts. I'm going to make one of the little spouts really big. That's just the easiest way to do it. Make it super big and then shrink it down. And the spout's pretty easy looking, but there's a lot of shapes. But that's what Tinkercad's good at. So, let me just go ahead and make it, and then we'll check it out. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Now we're good. Bam. Let's get rid of that temporary block. Did you see I made this this little top handle thing with the sketch tool? That worked really good. Look at how nice that looks, guys. Obviously, we could hollow this out, but it's going to be so tiny. And here's a problem, too. If you installed this, if you tried to print with this on, you would have, it would have this overhang. It'd be, you know, you'd have to use supports for this. We're going to install it, but for the channel members that want to print this, because, by the way, my channel members can print any of the models on this channel. So I could set it up. I'll set up a completed one, and then I'll set one up a little bit dissected, because especially if you had like a resin printer, you could print the handles really small separately like this and then glue them on. Otherwise, you would have to just use supports. So let's go ahead and install this. Wow. See, it's nice to just build it really big and then shrink it down. Wow, we even have to go a lot smaller. Oh, man. Look at how nice it looks, though. Yeah, we're almost done, guys. They're so small. Oh, my gosh. I want to be able to see my handiwork. Okay, let's get it installed here. Once again, let's use our trick to see when it gets dark. Holy cow, see? I wouldn't have been able to tell. See, when it gets dark, that's when we know it's installed. Back to solid. And back to multicolor. What? How'd we lose our multicolor? Confusion. Whatever. There we go. I got it back. Okay, that's even pushing it for size. I think we're going to stick with that, though, because if we make it too tiny, you're not even going to be able to print it. So let's go ahead and select this. We need to duplicate it, of course. I didn't group it yet because we got to change the color of that other one. So let's duplicate it. We're almost done, guys. Let's mirror it so the handles face in the other direction. Just because. And, uh-oh. We didn't have everything selected, guys. What part's missing? Just this? Okay, there's 2 parts missing. It's okay. Let's just grab them. Do. See, these were missing. There. Okay, now let's, honestly, the one I'm looking at, it doesn't have blue and red, like some must have hot water. The one I'm looking at has blue and white. So maybe room temp water and cold water. Like this. That's the one I'm looking at. But you could make a red one if you wanted to. Oh my gosh, are we done? Let's cut the bottom off of this, because remember we had the beveled bottom on this. Okay. Yep, yep, yep. Let's do that. Okay, let's group it. Oh, yeah, we got to slap one of the bottles on the top because that's going to look cool. I'm going to hit D to drop it. Make sure it's on the work plane. This is cool. Honestly, we could stretch all this stuff up a little bit, like make it all a little bigger. Ooh. Okay, guys, I think it's time. Let's install one. We're going to leave some empty ones too. I'll have to set it up a little bit for a thumbnail. That'll be cool. I guess we should use one of our hollow bottles, don't you think? Which one do you like better? I don't know. They both look pretty sweet. Let me look at the hollow one again. It looks like a thick one made of glass. Okay, let's... Or do I want my... Or is the hollow one a little too crazy with it thick sides? You know what? We're going to install this one. This one might look a little more natural. Okay, here, I'm going to put it up here and align it. And then we'll drop her on down. Okay, she's aligned. Okay, let's drop this baby down. Oh, you know what we should just do right now? I got an idea. Let's go ahead and keep a copy of this without the bottle, too. That certainly won't hurt nothing, you know? Duplicate. What is that? Oh, I know what that is. Okay, let's do that. And then, yeah. And then let's drop our bottle down, and we're like done. I wonder how long this recording was. Holy cow, hurry. I'm thirsty. So I guess it would set right on that little edge, right? Just like that. Oh my gosh. Guys, is this the best Culligan 5-gallon water dispenser ever created in Tinkercad? See, if you just get super specific, then we have the best in the world. All right, guys, there we go. I'm going to get this edited and get this out for you guys. I'm not going to print this right now because I don't even know if I have the right colors. And I also have stuff I got to do today. So, but soon I will have all the time in the world. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll make a couple versions of this on the list for the channel members. So if anybody wants to become a channel member, join in. You basically get models for pennies a piece. Because there's probably over 100 models on the list already. So, all right, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Would you guys like a drink? Cold water.